Menopause hit and your body feels like a total mystery, and what used to work is no longer working for you. You've cut carbs, you've reduced calories, you do the cardio, you work out, but the weight just won't come off. Here's the truth, your body isn't broken, you just need a new approach for this stage of life. In this video, I'm gonna break down exactly what you need to focus on to lose your next 30 to 50 pounds and keep the weight off. My name is Dr. Salako, and I've helped thousands of women lose weight and fall back in love with their bodies. This will be the last video you need to watch to understand menopause. Let's jump right in. First thing, we need to make sure we are prioritizing strength training. Strength training is going to be one of the major movers for you during menopause. When your estrogen levels are starting to decrease, your muscle mass also decreases as well. What happens when your muscle mass decreases? Your body's metabolism starts to slow down. When you carry more muscle at rest, your body has a higher metabolism. Why? Muscle, in comparison to fat, utilizes more calories at rest to sustain itself. So if you're someone who carries around a good amount of body fat, your metabolism is going to be significantly slower versus someone who weighs the exact same as you but has more muscle mass. So you may have noticed in the past you could do whatever you want, eat whatever you want, and your metabolism would still be going. Why? Because you carried more muscle mass back then. Now, as estrogen is starting to come down, your muscle mass is decreasing, your metabolism is getting slower, and what used to work isn't working anymore. This is why strength training is key. What I need us to focus on is at least 2 to 3 strength workouts per week. Don't overcomplicate it. 2 to 3 strength workouts per week. In those workouts, we're going to focus on compound movements, simple things like squats, lunges, deadlifts, push-ups, pull-ups, things like that that are going to help you target multiple muscle groups at a time and ensure we're not being in the gym forever. If you need an example of a few strength workouts, here are 2 workouts that are on my channel that you can do to help you get in the best shape ever, gain some strength, build that muscle mass so that you can burn more calories at rest. Ladies, we cannot skip this. This is one of the major things that we implement with every single one of my clients, putting them on a strength training plan. Regardless of what their schedule is, bare minimum, all of them are working out 2 to 3 workouts minimum, whether they're working out at home or they're working out at the gym. This is how we get our ladies to see results like the ones that you're seeing popping across the screen. You have to lift weights. Step 2, prioritizing protein. Now, protein is so key, and I know you hear it all the time, eat more protein. Eat more protein. I'm going to break down exactly why you need to eat more protein. Remember how we just talked about your body losing muscle mass? One of the best ways to help you maintain your muscle mass is protein. Amino acids are the essential building blocks for protein. So you have to make sure you're getting adequate protein in your diet. The goal is at least 30 grams of protein per meal. Non-negotiable. 30 grams of protein per meal. If you do that and you eat that consistently, you should see a major change in your body and a major change in how you feel. Protein is not only going to help you support your muscle mass, it's also going to have some other benefits like curbing your cravings, regulating your blood sugar, and overall helping you have a nice, well-balanced diet. Please do not overcomplicate it. Pick your favorite protein options and eat those consistently. If you typically have for lunch a drumstick and rice and beans, instead of 1 drumstick, eat 2 or 3. Don't feel like you have to now eat all these random protein sources. Take what you're already eating. So if you have a 6-ounce salmon for dinner, instead of 6, have 8. Utilize what you're already doing to maximize the ability to be consistent. Tip number 3, walk daily. Walking is one of the most underrated things that you can do, not just for weight loss, but to improve your menopausal symptoms. With a lot of the changes that's happening hormonally, going for a simple walk is a game changer. You may be noticing now that menopause has happened or you're in perimenopause, some of these changes are happening of you're all of a sudden pre-diabetic. You're all of a sudden have high cholesterol where you didn't have it before. These are some of the changes that occur with menopause and with your hormonal fluctuations. Insulin sensitivity is one of those things you have to be mindful of. How do we combat that? With walking. Walking can directly lower your insulin sensitivity, allowing us to consume carbs and things like that and not have our numbers all over the place, and allowing us to be able to still enjoy the foods that we want to while losing weight and not necessarily packing on the belly fat. A bonus we often overlook is your mood. Like, you moody right now. No one's going to tell you, your family not going to tell you, but you're very moody right now. So going for walks sometimes can help you balance your mood and improve just your overall well-being. So please don't overlook it. If you're finding this video beneficial so far and you need help losing your next 30 to 50 pounds and keeping the weight off, what I want you to do is comment the word coach, and I would love to help you transform your life. I know this stage of life feels like all the things that you're trying, you just can't lose the weight, and it has been a struggle. But please know, you're utilizing outdated strategies for a new season. We can't do all the cardio like we did in the past. You cannot not lift weights in this stage of life. We can't be super restrictive in our diet. The boot camp workouts aren't gonna work anymore. All the things that worked in the past aren't gonna work in this stage of life. And it's frustrating, and I understand it. But your options are to continue trying to use outdated strategies in this new season and let the frustration continue. Let the anger continue. Continue to sit in that feeling of, I don't recognize my body. I feel like I don't know who I am. I hate looking in the mirror. I can't fit none of my clothes. I don't love what I see looking back. I'm avoiding pictures and relationships and all the things. And you can continue to sit in that, or take the other option and finally get some help. I guarantee we will help you change your life. In our program and what we do, we have a guarantee. If I do not help you see noticeable difference, if I do not help you lose at least 30 pounds in your time working with me, we will work for free until you lose the weight. I guarantee, I stand by what we do, that I will help you truly transform your body and change your life. But you have to be willing to make the commitment. Cool? If you're ready to make that commitment, comment the word coach, and I would love to help you. All right, this one is going to be super duper important, and there's going to be a little resistance. Cutting processed foods and reducing your sugar intake. I know you don't want to give up your sweets. I didn't say give them up, but you have to reduce your sugar intake, because the sugar in the processed foods and all of that stuff is not working for our body right now. Have you ever noticed when you have the processed food, you have the sugar, you may have a quick bout of energy and then you have that crash? Those are those insulin spikes that I was talking about earlier. So what happens is, once you consume your food, your insulin levels go crazy. They spike up, especially when it's high carb, highly processed, high in sugar. Your insulin levels go through the roof. And then you have that crash, the itis that us black folk like to call it. So now what that triggers, we've had those insulin responses, that's gonna trigger your body to store some belly fat. And this cycle continues over and over and over and over. And you're wondering, oh my gosh, our diet is clean, but I'm not losing weight. Well, we may have a high processed diet. We may have a high sugar diet. So we need to put our body in a place where it can better regulate our insulin sensitivity. It can be in a position for us to lose the weight. How do we do that? Reducing our sugar intake. I didn't say cut out. I said reduce. Reducing our processed foods, right? Simple swaps. Like if I like chocolate, I'm gonna do dark chocolate instead of regular chocolate. It's gonna give me some fiber, some antioxidants, and it's gonna help me hit my craving without going too far in the weeds with sugar. For the processed foods, I get it, you're busy. We may not always be able to prepare a meal, but if we can, mapping out time on the weekends to cook our meals in advance will make a major difference, all right? Or utilize the air fryer. Use the air fryer or the slow cooker or the one-pot meals. I understand sometimes time is of the essence. However, are you willing to do what's necessary to change how you currently feel? If not, continue doing what you're doing and you'll continue feeling the way you feel. All right, I appreciate you sticking to the end of this video. I need you to know that how you are currently feeling doesn't have to be this way forever. I understand right now you feel like you do not recognize your body. You feel out of control, like you don't have any say-so in what's happening and in how you're feeling and how you're looking. But please know you still are in the driver's seat. We just need to change your strategy. I'm gonna open up one last opportunity. If you are ready to truly change your life, lose your next 30 to 50 pounds, become the woman that you used to be, and step into a new season where you can walk proudly, confidently, and boldly into every room that you step into. Comment the word coach, and I would love to help you change your life. Bonus, if you are someone that doesn't feel comfortable commenting the word coach here, and you would rather have a private conversation with me first, head over to IG, send me a DM with the word coach, and I'd love to have a conversation. All right, till next time. Peace.